Howdy everyone, welcome back to another Magic Arena Avatar draft. I'm LaserFox, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you've been currently enjoying the content. And with that over said and done, let's head on into pack 1, pick 1. And our rare is a Suki, 3 mana, 2/4. Other creatures you control get +1/+0, and whenever another permanent you control leaves the battlefield during your turn, create a 1/1 ally token. So we'll trigger off your tokens that you make, your clues, and other bits and bobs that you can sacrifice or maybe even bounce. It doesn't say it kind of has to die, it just has to leave. So I guess being double white, that would definitely be more into kind of the heavy white kind of strategy. Vengeful Villages is kind of fine. There's more into the black-white kind of sacrifice deck, but I'll take the rare. There's a Passive Pursuit. Enters you at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose life, and you can create a clue. And whenever you attack, you can put X counters on a target attacking creature where X is the number of permanents you've sacrificed this turn. So obviously that would have been pretty good with the other card, though do I want to take that? I'm not too sure at this stage. Could just take a 1 mana 1/1 ally, which is not too bad if you're on that heavy ally deck. Airbending Lessons is pretty good as a protection and also a way to kind of hit through for some damage. There's a Swamp Snare Trap, which isn't too bad actually for some black removal, or just the Soul Out, which is probably better. Might be something that I actually take instead of the white. But I'm kind of tempted at just sticking with just white at this stage. It's a Jet now, which is quite a nice one if you're kind of going wide. There's the Fire Navy Trebuchet for the sacrifice. A Corrupt Court Officials, not too bad as well. Could just take the ramp, or again could maybe just take the jet and stick with maybe going just mono white, as I've not done any mono white stuff in the set so far. It's not that bad, it's expensive, but I don't think it's okay. So yeah, I think I'll just stick maybe with the white. There's now a Sandbender's Storm for some nice removal. The Foggy Swamp Vinebender is not too bad, though kind of more into the big green decks. It's a 4 mana 3/3 flyer, though not too sure about that, but I think I'll just stick with the white still. Removal, Fire Lord Zuko. Firebending X, where X is Fire Lord Zuko's power, and whenever you cast spell from exile and whenever your permanent you control enters from exile, put a counter. I know there's only a couple ways of getting cards from exile, so that not too sure if that's really a limited card I want to be splashing, especially with 3 colours. I guess I stick with a red card, as I do have some Boros colours, or do I go with some black? I guess I'll just stick with some red white at this stage. Crescent Temple, probably not. There's Wandering Musicians is okay for the go wide strategy again. I don't think the Crescent Temple is really going to be great on its own, as you only get a 1/1 for each shrine. So yeah, I'm not sure. I guess the white shrine would be a good one if I see that one. Now what have we got? There's a Mongoose Lizard Mountain Cycler. The Serpent, I do like that Serpent. They're obviously not going to be working in our deck at the moment. There's a Barrels if I really needed to have that as a 5 mana removal, but nothing great in that pack other than the Mongoose. Bitter Work. Okay, that's more of the 4 power matters, though Do I want to splash that for green? Probably not. Not seeing any of the cheap creatures at the moment. 5 mana, 5/5 with firebending 2. Not exactly what I'm looking for. Kind of want to maybe just take that just in case I do splash into some other colours. Okay, there's now a plain cycler, or could take meteor sword. Again, as some removal that I can actually equip something. Especially if I'm maybe looking at having a bigger curve, though. That's kind of more fitting in if you've kind of got the ramp in green, but I think I'll take the sword. Another lizard, don't think so. I kind of want to take this 2-drop, really, at this stage. Just as a early 2-drop. Could be thinking of adding green into the deck at this stage. Yeah, maybe. Wow, these colours are not lining up. Do I want to think about having blue or black? Don't think I want any of them, actually. Okay, there's another white card. And okay, there's actually a green shrine, which isn't that bad. You get to search, sure. So I might be going into some green into our pack 2, Legend of Karuk. Pretty good card though, double blue, not great, and there's now actually a black Wrath. Or I could stick with the white creatures. What other? There's a raucous audience for some ramp. So, though, again, I kind of want to stick with white and red. Though I guess this kind of works with the airbending if you can trigger that some way or cast something that way. So I think I'll take the Momo. So there's one which we're going into mono white. What else have we got? An Iroh's Demonstration, which is pretty good. There's a second Sunblessed Peak. Again, do I try and cut off some white? It feels like maybe I'm going to get a few bit of white cards from this direction now. Though the Iroh's Demonstration is quite actually a nice card, I think, for some removal that the Gathering of the White Lotus might actually wheel. So take some cheap removal. There's an Fire Sages now, or a Curious Animal. I don't think so. Nice 2-drop there, early blocker with some draw. Yeah, I think I'll take the Fire Sages now. Okay, maybe I don't actually need the green. If I remove the green for the time being. Okay, there's another gathered. They have the White Lotus. It's an early ally, another removal spell. I guess passing the Gather the White Lotus is kind of sending signals to the people next to me that white isn't available. But I think I take another early play in a 2-drop. Okay, so the Glider is pretty good actually. Okay, so yeah, it's not looking too bad now, getting some white cards, like good for doing to your opponent's creatures or yourselves. So let's take the Glider. Okay, this is not a great pack for me. I guess I just take the Exile at this stage. An Appa, which is pretty good. Okay, it's looking okay at the moment. I might not need this Riot. There's another musicians there, but obviously I'm not getting that back anymore. So yeah, I'm going to take the Appa. There's now a Zhong, which is probably fine. I've got 1, 2 lessons, though having I guess a 3-mana 2/3 with which you can pump later on is fine. So I guess I'll just take 3-drop. Avatar Enthusiasts is fine as well as a 3-drop, which can get bigger. Okay, there's a Gather the White Lotus, and so there might be another one in the next pack. I'm not too sure if I want 2, but I guess I don't think there was anything else in that other case. So someone else took the other one. So I guess it's just a Fire Nation. And do I want that? I'll take it, but it might not really run the Act of Treason. Though that's probably the reason why you would run that. I'm not sure if you could, I suppose, have the 1-drop just to kind of get in a point of damage to finish off the opponent kind of out of nowhere, I suppose. So I guess I'll just move this back down to the 3-drop section. Need some more early plays. Not too much happening. Okay, pack 3, and we have got an Enter the Avatar state as a protection. Wow, this pack is not brilliant. Could run Uncle Iroh as a 3-drop, though. Yeah, not looking great. This pack could just take a Deserter or try and cut off the white. Or just take Razor Rings as some interaction, probably. My creature count is, that's 14, but I don't know, I'm not too sure about some of these. Again, Sword might not be, as it's quite large. Fire Nation Raider doesn't really feel like it fits in the deck. So I might not run the Fire Nation. Okay, well, okay. That's a surprising kind of one to come back. That's a kind of brilliant protection spell, I suppose. You don't have to target your own, so you can essentially fog your opponent if need be. Though the advantage of you targeting your own is that you get a 1/1, but absolutely you're going to take Appa here. There's a Water Tribe Captain, which would be good to come back again. Path of Redemption also would be okay. Don't think I would run Solstice, that's more for the Heavy Mountain deck. Here's a Momo now, again just a 1-drop white. I don't have really many flyers, but again I think I want to try and go more to heavy white, so take the Momo here. And you have 1 flyer, there's another flyer there, but I think I'll take the Momo. Another Deserter there. Don't think I'm playing that. So yeah, I think I'm just going to take the white cards. Master Pian Dal's adequately fine. Again, nothing particularly crazy that I'd want from the deck. How many allies have I kind of got now? 12? Sure. So probably don't want the cavalry. Another Enthusiasts is fine. Might not need this Riot. Could run the Mongoose again just to keep the land count down. Actually, the Momo makes the appers cost less as well. Okay, this pack's not too great. I think I'll take some removal. It's colourless as well. Don't think I want another riot. No, probably won't want 2 of the exiles. I guess I'll keep the sword. Okay, we've got Water Tribe Captain is pretty good to refuel. Good mana sink. Could take a Disciple now as an early 2-drop, because I can't want to be too large of a curve, so I think I'm going to keep it low. Don't think I want, I guess it can tax. I guess it taps something down, but it's not great because you don't have to sacrifice. Okay, that's probably a replacement for the villages, I would say. Take the barrel, but I don't think I'm going to be running that. So what can we remove? I guess the Fire Sages, though. Again, I'd rather keep the curve a bit lower. Okay, the Zhongzhong's probably fine because you can cast the Exile. Don't think I'm going to be running the animals. Take out the Fire Sage, and don't think I'm going to be running that land. Though it is kind of fixing. Let's see what we have got. So I need to cut really only 2. So again, I think, well, maybe this is because of the curve being quite high. As I can take out some. Like this is essentially a creature. So it would be 16 one land or 17 remove the lizard. Probably 17 remove the lizard. So what do I take out? I guess it could just be the Zhongzhong. Unless I take out the Deserter. Do I want to run something else? Let's take a look at the non-creature creature split. So Razor Rings, Iroh, and Zuko, and Sword. Do I want to run the second Exile instead of the Sword is the question. Or do I just remove the Sword altogether? Again, to keep the curve a bit low. That would be 17 lands. Kind of want to see if I can maybe cut this Deserter, but I don't really have anything else that I'd want to put in because the 2-drop is quite slim, though. I still want to, like, I'm not particularly full on aggro. So having like a sword on a flyer, I think can be like pretty good just to kind of get in some damage. And I don't have like the biggest threats. So then having that actually destroy something at the same time might be quite nice. So then in that instance, maybe I just remove the red. Then I can at least cast things a bit easier and just kind of splash some removal. No, do have the Act of Treason, Vengeful Villagers kind of combo, but how often you're going to really be running that, I don't think so. So 17 lands is probably what I need to be running at this stage. 6 mountains. Not too sure. 6 mountains. Kind of want to go like 12-5, but I guess 6-11 is probably better. So how many allies? 14, and I've got an equipment which Master Piandao can also pick up. And 1, 2 lessons. Do I want both of the Momos? Again, it's an early creature. Is the Razor Rings worth it? Probably. Again, it's early interaction. Yeah, I think we will run with this. Again, the curve is not particularly low, which is again the one thing that's worrying me. But then how frequently am I going to be able to cast that on turn 2? And can I get advantage from its ability? Don't think I'm using its ability too often. So yeah, let's just run with this, see what it does. More of a kind of a big Boros instead of a kind of a low curve. But maybe we get to kind of cast an Appa on a full hit from the opponent, and on the crackback I can kind of swing in. But yeah, let's give this a go and head on into game number 1. Alright, game number 1. Let's see if we're on. Okay, so we're on the draw with a very expensive hand and just a 2-drop. Technically only need 1 land for Appa, but I guess being on the draw I'll keep, but having a 6-drop, 7-drop, well 4, 6, 7 is not ideal. Okay, it's now a 3-drop, which is much better now. Okay, playing against black. Can't remember exactly what this does. So it returns its card from graveyard to the hand, sure. Okay. So if I attack, they will double block. Do I want to? Probably not, because that says whenever another permanent leaves. So I can Appa my stuff. So I think I'm going to just hold back for the time being. Tundra tank. Becomes indestructible, sure. Okay. Guess I hold up Appa, though I can attack. This is crew 1. guess I just pass. Like I might want to apper my deserters and then I can recast it. And that's fine. Oh, it's got fire bending. I did not realise I had fire bending. That's also fine. Do I now just... I guess I can just block. And apper my stuff. And also theirs. Oh, it's eye control, so I can only do my own stuff. Gotcha. I thought it was any. Okay, so let us cast our deserters. Just do I want to put it on Suki or on Appa? I guess with Suki I can get in for some damage, so I think I'm going to put it on my Suki. And push for some damage. So then my other Appa can only targets my own stuff, which is fine. Again, I can probably do my deserters again and cast the deserters the following turn. Okay, and Azula on the hunt. Firebend 2, when it attacks, you lose a life and create a clue. Sure. Okay, no attacks on the tank. Kind of want to maybe just... Well, I have enough, so I've only got 6 mana, so it doesn't have flash, airbend, another target, and target creature gains flying. So I'm going to choose one. I kind of want to just firebend my deserters again. Though I can actually do my Appa and then Appa again. Appa the Yappa. So the question is if they are chumping. Can't imagine they would want to chump, though it will allow them to pick one of their modes that they've got. Not going to do it this time though. So I guess I still just do the deserters. Hopefully they don't have board wipe in black. Okay, no, just enough. So I think I was probably gonna airbend my deserters, and then at least then that would have been able to put like a counter on the Momo, which could then attack in. Couldn't it? Because it was only a 1/1, that one, yeah. Alright, game number 1. Okay, here we are into round number 2 with our Boros deck, and I am first with a couple of 1-drops and nothing else. I don't think it's a mulligan, but I definitely need to draw into something a bit more impactful, so hopefully I'll draw something other than these. And again, I could, okay, so some removals, fine. Let's just play another planes. Question is if I really want to protect this Momo or not. Or if I just want to protect him for something else. Obviously if I don't draw anything else then I guess might have to. Okay, is there a removal spell? Anything that they decide to cast later on, though still a land away from that. Okay, so they are white, red I presume? No, white, blue? Okay, there is a flash white creature, isn't there now? So might just want to hold back, but I suppose if they've got it anyway. Still nothing exciting going on. And obviously I'm giving them time to do something though. It doesn't look like they're doing anything either. Okay, that's also not great. Drawing a 6th land there. Destroy target attacking creature. Well, I guess I'll just do this anyway. Bit strange to use that on a 1-1, other than it probably means they've got more removal in hand. Though still nothing from the opponent. Maybe cast whenever another creature you control with flying enters, put a counter on Momo. But just a 1-1, gets 1 time to turn. Well, nothing else to do, so continue to attack. Just play another flyer. They could have the 5-mana counter. Deciding not to use it if they do have it. Don't really want that, so I'm just going to put it to the bottom, I think. Guess I can earth bend at end step just to start putting some more pressure on. So my draws have been particularly awkward to say the least. Maybe they are 3 colours, or if they are just... Okay, sure. So that is ward 2, so 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can actually do that next turn, though I can actually use... Well, no, because it's only a 4 damage, not 5 damage, so I guess I'll use that as a removal spell now. Meteor Sword. Well, before, yep, and then pay the ward. But not having another creature is very awkward here. Okay, so they've already got a clue, so maybe they're needing another water bending thing. Utilising the clues for water bending instead of sacking them. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna do that instead of discarding. Okay, so they're also green. Well, still continue unless I Appa for 4. This is super awkward, and I kind of then want to scry because my draws are just terrible. Like, I think I am. Just so I can get a scry going on. 2 4-drops. Flyers. Do I want them both? I guess it's fine at this point. Again, not having lands on top is, I guess, a little bit awkward, but I'd rather have the guaranteed 2 creatures spells instead of just drawing lands. Obviously I would need some lands for the Meteor Sword, but I do have a couple of removal spells in hand anyway, so I'm not too fussed about skipping some lands at this point. So this is attacking, so it doesn't target blocking, that's fine. Kind of, I guess if I cat owl, see what they do there. They could have another, but again, if they've got it, there's not much I can do about it. If they had an ang, that's fine. Sure. Again, I'll scry. Oh, actually, I can put it on. No, I think I'd rather scry at this point. Okay, there's a land. Don't think I want that though. And I'm just gonna kill Ang at this point. Because it could transform next turn, or this turn that they're having now. And again, having some flyers, they've still got to deal with them as well. Obviously, you can start attacking with a healer. To gain some life and start scrying as well. I think there is a green card that returns, that's fine. Which I can't actually deal with at this stage because of the Ward 2. Double bottom, so I'm assuming 2 lands gone from their deck. Kept the top. So I guess it's just cat and cat. See what it was that they topped. Assuming not removal, as obviously I think they would have, well, was it a counter? Otherwise they would have drawn and cast it. So maybe it's some removal or just more board presence for them. Well, one of them was a land. Does it give it +1/+1? It does, but I guess I can still. Question is then if I want to triple block in case I have a removal, which is probably something I should be doing, or just take it. Could just take it, because that's essentially then. Yeah, I think I just take it. Just take 5, because these are lethal, so they need something else. Though I suppose I can move the glider across. There is a combat trick that untaps. All the tops. So I guess the question would be, should I exile this? That comes back tapped, and then they don't have removal for it. Or... because there is a card that untaps, which I don't really know what it is. I should probably try and look that up to see what it is. MTG avatar untap instant. Don't think it's that. Untap up to 2. Don't think it's that. So green gains reach as well. So I think I actually just do this. Because they haven't got green and they don't have... oh, I guess it is a... oh, I did not know that that was a thing. Sure. I didn't realise that was a lesson. The avatars thing, yeah, would have... makes sense. Forgot that that basically gave flying and whatnot, yeah. Well, take 5 again. Unless they've got... no, okay. Land might be pretty good here to meteor the boomy. So I guess then when they attacked with the benevolent river spirit, they were holding up the avatar. They've drawn essentially 10 more cards than I have, so this might be a bit difficult to come back from at this point, especially with my initial draw. And I guess I attack with both again. Yeah, the start of my game was very slow. Just not exactly where I wanted to be at this point. Okay, that's actually pretty good putting it there, because now I can't double block the Teo, unfortunately. So again, if they do discard something, I can't double block the River Spirit now either. So yeah, not great, unfortunately. Okay, so they went there, so then I guess I just do this. Any removal, I'm just gonna scoop it up because I can't come back from this any removal. So Yeah, I think not having more action at the start was unfortunately a bit too slow, and yeah. Okay, let's maybe have a quick look at the deck. My curve is just, I think, maybe too high for what I want to do. Just no early actions. I kind of want to add in the deserter's disciple just to have kind of some more action going on, or maybe even the fire sage, though I guess it's better to have allies at this point. So was that 16, 17? Maybe I'll just go down 6, 17 lands. Just 16 lands even and see what that's like. Oh dear. Boros is definitely not kind to me in this set. So hopefully we can do a bit better. 3 drops, nothing until turn 3, but on the draw I don't think I can. Mulligan, was it 5 mountains in the deck? Was it 6 mountains in the deck? Classic arena stuff. Barrels of blasting. Okay, and a 5 drop's not exactly where I wanted to be. Planes would be good off the top, or a 2 mana spell. Nope. We draw a 1 mana spell a turn after we needed it. Honestly, I think I'm just going to jump because I need to scry into something so much better at this point. Yeah. Honestly, I think I'd want bottom both of them. Could he be holding our quench, maybe? They do, they're not deciding to use it on that. Three colours from the opponent, so could still be allies. Yep. And I'm happy to trade because I'd rather trade this away and get my Suki, stick around. It's cycling their koi for a land, and I'm assuming they didn't draw one for a turn. At least I can pay for quench if they've got it now. There's a little bit of a better curve this turn. Again, if they're leaving up 2 mana, then they're definitely leaving up quench. Okay, not this turn. Oh, come on, starting to flood out a bit now. Hopefully the Master Piandal can draw us into something. No, they got a 4 drop, that's fine. Let's still attack with the Master and get something. Okay, so do I want a jet? Probably. And then I can kill something next turn. Think I will still play this as much as I'd like to play 4 drop. I think I want to get this as a 4. 4 does 4 damage. Okay, so are they going to pay the 2 or are they going to discard is the question. I'm assuming they're going to discard so they can hold up mana. Okay, so they played Did they play a land for turn or did they not? They did. Well, that's handy. So now I can swing in for 8. Oh no, that's 7, 8, 9 even. What do I hit, a 1-drop or something? Meteor Sword. It's probably a sword, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need a land, so I guess it's just the upper. I do have some removal with Aro's Demonstration. Master Iro. Earthbend 2. During your turn, each non-lesson instant and sorcery in your graveyard has flashback, and the flashback is equal to its mana cost. During your turn, each lesson card in your graveyard is 1 less. And they cast a Aang's Journey. Did they play a land for turn is the question. Maybe they needed to hold up some mana, but glad I did the scry there. Those 2 cards weren't particularly something I was looking for, but then also the Piandao basically was pretty good there, actually getting a hit each turn, so thankfully got another win under the belt. Right, let's head on into the next round. We are into round number, is it 3 or 4? Is it 2 losses or 2 wins? Can't remember now. Okay, so I'm first with a 2, 3, 5 drop. So I think I'll keep that. Hopefully we draw something a little bit more impactful. Well, land I guess isn't too bad. I do need that 5th one, though it would be good to not draw any more after that. Is this a lightning bolt? No, firebending lesson, sure. Into Union Archers. White, red also. Well, let's play Enthusiast. And next time we can Momo. Airbender Ascension. What was this again? Quest. Sure. Well, let's play this, play this. So I can Piandao next turn. Or do I want to kill the Zuko? Attacking or blocking? Need to start drawing something a bit more beneficial for their own Master Piandao. Well, I think I just have to kill that one and start pressuring because they're going to get a trigger before me. Hopefully I didn't have too many other bigger creatures. This could be its own 4/4 next turn. Barrels, sure, what if they do that now? They do, that's fine. Rather than do it to that than my Master Piandao. And the land's not great. No, I will play it because I do have the sorcery which matters based on the amount of planes I have. Oh, that's a good one, that one is. I do like that one. I played it before. Whoa, they've got 2 Avatar Mythics. God, that's pretty insane. Each player chooses up to 1 permanent with mana value 3 or greater among the permanents you control and exile those permanents. Well, that was pretty rubbish. There goes my gathering, which would have been pretty good here. I'll read this again. So, starting with you, each player chooses up to one permanent with mana value 3 or greater from among the permanents, and in your opponent's mana value 3 or greater from among permanents your opponents control, exile those permanents. Okay. Put it on the fly, I suppose, at this point. Must be lucky to have 2 mythic avatar sagas, both very good. So choose up to one permanent with mana value of 3 or greater. Well, I can only an exile, so yeah, I can only do it anyways. So you know what I've got. Oh dear, this is not going well at all. I have flooded out pretty bad. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, they've probably got rid of. Yeah. Question is, do they want me to draw 3 cards, or they decided not to? This one turns into a 4/5 flyer. Meteor Sword would be good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they can actually make an 8/8. Though they've decided to go for a 5/6 instead. Oh dear, yeah, that's gonna do, unfortunately. Not coming back with those 2. What a flood. Anyway, let's head on into the next game. There's just no way I was beating that draw from the opponent. Alright, here we are into the possible last match, depending on how well we draw. 3 planes and so 3 drops and removal. I think I keep, though would be good to draw a mountain. If not, just some more lands to be able to cast some stuff. Okay, no mountain unfortunately. So no 2-drop from me. What 4-drop is incoming? I'm just going for a corrupt official. And I'm just going to discard a land, I think, at this point. Because I don't really need more planes. I need red mana. There's a Toff, yep. Oh dear. Not like this. So, previous game, flood to this game, which is going to be mana screw. No, obviously I did discard a land, but I think it would have made much difference at this stage. Oh, gosh. Yep. I guess I've only got myself to blame for discarding the land, but kind of wanted to keep the removal. Seeing against green-black, they're going to have some bigger creatures, which my creatures are going to have a hard time to deal with, so I kind of wanted to keep the removal spell. Well, that's just protect our Suki at this point. Yeah, land would be good for Sandbender Storm. Hey, there we go, okay. I'm gonna just do this now. In case they've got protection of some sort. Guess actually I should have just discarded the Deserter's Disciple, the 2-drops. Well, just discard it now, isn't doing anything. They have also notably missed land drops, so I guess they might want to keep up 2 mana, so that just leaves them with 3 mana. Okay, that's one I definitely need to kill. That's such a good card. Yes, they'll get one off itself, I think. But, well, I guess it's an exile, so hopefully that shouldn't trigger it, but... Okay, more planes, which I probably want to hold on to, just in case I've got more discard at this point. And again, I probably just need to do this now in case they've got a way to trigger their... Like, they might have another removal spell that allows them to sack things. Well, they haven't held up 2 mana, have they? I'm confused. How are they able to pay for food? Oh, it's because it's the this thing, isn't it? Yeah, because you had 2 upgrades. It gotcha. Flopsy, very good. Though attacks aren't too great either. So enters per count on each creature, and then each creature control 4 greater can't block by. Sure. Oh, that's 4 damage. Gosh. Well, the question is then I might have to throw away. Though. Can I race is the question. Guess I kill the raucous audience maybe, just to deny them some mana. Though the Toff can hit pretty big. So I think I'm just going to kill the Toff. Can't kill the Flopsy anymore. So that's 8 in the air a turn. So it's 2 turns. So we've got 6 mana. Should probably double block the Flopsy maybe. Though if they got a combat trick, it's just such a blowout. So I think I'm just going to take 5. Sure. Well, they milled stuff that I didn't want, so that's pretty good. Though they do have my... Is it Boomy or Iroh's thing? They've got Iroh's demonstration, so they'll probably take that, kill a flyer maybe. Not looking good, unfortunately. Again, just stumbled on mana at the start there. Oh, that's weird. They decided not to do anything. Oh, they messed up. What? That's weird. Like, because they can only cast it on... Okay, well... I thought that the... Because you can pay with water bending, can't you? Yeah, so I just don't block. Sure. It's still strange why they picked that one. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another time I'll have to block then, don't I? So I guess it's like this and like this. Take 8. Sure. Guess I should have just blocked one and can't block. What is it for? Each creature you control of 4 grey can't block by more than 1 creature, so I couldn't have even double blocked anyway. This becomes a 2/2. So 5, 6, 7, or 5 block 6. I have to block this. I'm just dead anyway. So yeah, can't block. No matter what I do, I'm just dead. Oh well, GG's. Stumbled at the start again with not drawing the correct mana, and in a previous game, the loss was not drawing any kind of early pressure. Just got stuck with a hand full of 4-drops, unfortunately. Oh well, Boros round 2. Anyway, thank you again for watching. This was the deck, if you want to have a closer look. And again, see you in the next video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks again.